A story of 11 extraordinary deaths. Ocean's 11 is an American heist comedy film which, in fact, is a remake of a 1960 movie. It features an all-star cast including George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and Matt Damon. The movie was followed by 2 sequels, making the series a complete trilogy. Nearly 10 years after the final installment, a spin-off called Ocean's 8 came out as well. Ironically, though, it featured an all-female cast. Their goal is to steal $150 million. Danny meets with his partner in crime, Rusty, in LA to propose to rob multiple casinos in Las Vegas. They later have a meeting with another accomplice, Ruben, who is familiar with casino security. Their goal is to somehow access the vault that contains more than $150 million. The 3 know that they will need far more than 3 men to pull it off. So they recruit 8 more criminal specialists to breach security and steal the money. Pull it off. Not a single mistake is allowed. The vault is heavily guarded by security staff and surveillance cameras, so they build an exact replica of the vault and practice every move to neutralize the security. If one thing goes wrong, they know they will be in deep trouble. During preparations, the team finds out that Danny's ex-wife is now the casino owner's girlfriend. All of a sudden, Rusty and the others become reluctant to work with Danny. A conversation between Rusty and Danny. You are out, Danny. Your involvement puts us at risk. You've got to be kidding me. I'm the one who came up with the plan in the first place. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to cut it off. It's not your call. Besides, no one else here knows about the vault better than I do. Better. Think it over. I'm not going to let my feelings for Tess sabotage our plan. A conversation between Tess and Danny. What are you doing here? Benedict will be here any moment. I want you to be out of here right now. I've had enough. You are up to something, aren't you? Don't say you are not, you selfish bastard. Bastard. No matter what it is, Danny, you won with me back. Shh, Tess, I just came here to say goodbye. That's all. Be well. Happy birthday to my friend. It just so happened that it was Warren's birthday while he was visiting Korea. I tried my best to make it a memorable one for him. I took him to Noryangjin Fish Market and showed him all the live fish and crabs. He couldn't believe his eyes and was a bit reluctant to try anything at first. But as soon as he tried one piece of raw fish, he realized how delicious it was. It's not easy to turn him down. 1. You remember Rick, right? I've gone out on a date with him a couple of times and let me guess, you don't want him as your boyfriend, right? He's nice and all that, but there are certain things I don't like about him. Just say you are not interested. What's so difficult about that? That's the thing. I don't want to hurt his feelings. It's not easy to turn him down, too. Tell him you just got out of a serious relationship and you are not ready yet. I can't. He knows I haven't had a boyfriend in a long time. Tell him that your ex called you out of nowhere and that you haven't gotten over him. That's going to motivate him to be my boyfriend even more. Well, then just tell him the truth. It's hard to argue with blunt honesty. Honesty, 직설적인 솔직함. Blunt honesty. Korean Valentine's Day confuses Serena. My BF says I'm the one who's supposed to get him chocolate and a gift on Valentine's Day. I'm really confused. Aren't we supposed to celebrate the day together? I hear you. I was confused too when I first heard about it. In Korea, the women express their love to the man on Valentine's Day, and the man returned the favor on a separate day they called White Day on March 14th. Mayu airs in flight announcement 1. Uh-oh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard Mayu Air Flight 078 bound for New York. Our flight to New York will be 14 hours and 35 minutes after takeoff. Please make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened. Also, we ask you to refrain from smoking during the entire flight. The use of portable electronic devices is strictly prohibited during takeoff and landing. Mayu airs in flight announcement 2. Uh-oh. We will do our very best to make your flight comfortable and enjoyable. If you need anything, please talk to one of our cabin crew. We will be more than happy to assist you. Again, thank you for flying with us. And we hope you enjoy the flight. Please stay seated until the seatbelt sign is up. Thank you. Interesting facts about Valentine's Day 1. It is estimated that approximately 6 million couples get engaged on Valentine's Day. According to a poll, men often see this day as the best day to pop the question. Certain Asian countries celebrate White Day exactly a month after Valentine's Day. On that day, the men give back the favor they received from the women on Valentine's Day. International Coquillon Day exists on the same date as Valentine's Day for single people to celebrate self-love and platonic relationships. Interesting facts about Valentine's Day 2. 5. The very first Valentine's Day took place in Paris on February 1400. 6. Over $1 billion worth of chocolate is purchased every year in the US alone. 7. On average, Americans spend over $30 billion on Valentine's Day gifts. 8. According to one card manufacturing company, over 1 billion greeting cards are exchanged worldwide. 9. Rumor has it that there may have been more than one Saint Valentine, the figure who inspired the holiday. Social media is not a reflection of real life. Real life. When I scroll through my social media feed, I sometimes feel bad. Why do I feel bad after looking at happy photos and videos of my friends? I'm the same way. If you look at my account, you will see joyful moments of my life. Ultimately, it's human nature to show others our best side, and there's really nothing wrong with that. However, we need to remind ourselves that social media is not a reflection of real life, but merely highlights of people's lives. A lucky day at a yard sale 1. A woman bought a colorful painting in a cheap frame at her neighbor's yard sale for $2. She did some research on the internet and found out that it looked surprisingly similar to a missing Picasso. She called the FBI immediately, and now they are investigating the painting. The 50-year-old Louisiana woman believes that she might have hit the jackpot. I saw this big canvas with just paint all over it, and it was ugly, she says. A lucky day at a yard sale 2. Many people are likely to have something that's worth more than they think it is. Quite frankly, this happens more often than we think. So if you're in the habit of buying stuff at a garage sale or something, you may be unlucky someday. An anonymous art collector says, for those who find hidden treasures, it's like winning the lottery big time. If the painting turns out to be real, it could be worth upwards of $3 million. Will this hoodie fit me? 1. Hi, I'm looking at the woman's hoodie in the link I sent you above. It says it's one size fits all, but I wanted to make sure it fits me. I'm 5'4" and weigh 100 pounds, and I normally wear a size 5. Do you think it will fit me? I can't really tell by looking at the pictures on your website. From the photos, it looks like the hoodie might barely fit me. Will this hoodie fit me? 2. From the descriptions, from the descriptions, from the descriptions, 바보가. From the descriptions you have given me, yes, the hoodie will definitely fit you. I'm, for example, 5'7" and weigh more than 150 pounds. and it still fits me. It might be slightly loose for you, but regardless, it will look great on you. If I were you, I would hurry before it gets sold out. If it doesn't fit you, you can always send it back to us for a refund. My son's first day of school. Mayu, honey, school starts tomorrow. Are you ready to make some new friends? Honestly, I'm scared, Mommy. It's a new school, and what if no one wants to talk to me? Oh, don't you worry about that, sweetie. I'm sure they'd love to be friends with you. Go to bed early tonight. You don't want to be late on the first day of school, do you? Can't you give me a ride to school tomorrow? Mom, I'm too shy to go by bus. After all these years by journey. I see a faded wedding photograph, and I see us enjoying our first dance. The world has changed, but our love remains the same. We built a place to call our home, and we never lost our faith, even in difficult times. After all these years, you stood by me night and day. After all these years, you believed in me and stayed strong. Good. Easy writing. February